Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
So next we have hydrogen atom is in ground state, is excited by a monochromatic radiation of number of 975. Monochromatic radiation of wavelength, number of wavelength, that is nothing but 975. See, ground state means n is equal to 1. Now electron is there, that is excited from the 975 angstrom. The spectral lines in the resulting spectrum emitted will be, now because of this excitation you will get spectra. In that spectral line you have to find out, spectral line formula is n into n minus 1 divided by 2. To find out this, what you want? You want n. We will calculate n first. How I can calculate n? So E is equal to NH nu, right? So E is equal to H nu is C by lambda. So H is 6.64 into 10 to the power minus 34 into 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by lambda is nothing but 975 into 10 to the power minus 10. Now I have to convert into EV, so that I have to multiply 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Now what I will do, 6.64, 2 digits I will take here, so it is 36. So here it is 1.6 means I will write down 16 into 10 to the power minus 19, it becomes 20. Now do the multiplication quickly, don't use calculator, okay, and you are going to get the answer as 12.77 EV. Means actually that much of amount energy is absorbed, so it is negative. Okay, because of that one electron of the hydrogen is excited. Now that will fall here, the falling energy is this much, so that atom is hydrogen atom electron is excited. Okay, so how many spectral lines you have to find out? To find out the spectral line, n you have to find out the ground state of the to the excited, no. So if you give, see, delta E, which is equal to n square minus 13.6 z square by n square is there, no. The same formula you are going to write down, but the given energy is minus 12.77, which is equal to minus 13.6 EV. Okay, EV cancels, minus cancels, and 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. N2 you have to find out, I will write down it as n square. This is 1 itself, 1 by 1. So what you are going to get? 12.77 divided by 13.6 is equal to 1 minus 1 by n square. So 1 by n square, which is equal to 1 minus 12.77 divided by 13.6. You do this, 1277 divided by 1360, divide it, you will get certain number, okay, 0 point something, take it out, then n square, which is equal to reciprocal of that you have to get. So n you have to find out. This multiplication, all those things you have to do quickly, learn it. So you are going to get n is equal to 4. So usually same formula you are going to get, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So when you practice it, you will get the same data, only you have to get quantized it is. You must get 3.4, 13.6 only, next 3.4 only, energy, like that only. Again practice it, you will get. One you will stick, that means it is very easy. Because same thing you are going to get, every time the answer is not changing. That n1 state, what energy was there? Same energy. Don't think the exam the different as, same energy of the hydrogen only, But you should know, n1 they have asked, n2 they have asked, n3 they may ask. So n is equal to 4 now. So number of spectral series, how I can calculate? So number of spectral series is nothing but n is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 4 into 3 divided by 2, 12 by 2, which is equal to 6. Number of spectra series are 6. Okay. Welcome to all of you. We were talking about the chapter atom, and we were talking about the questions of MCQs, that is from the chapter of atom. And today we are going to again continue with the same concept, same questions from the same chapter, that is atom. So you can see the question on the screen. If a radiation corresponding to the first line of Balmer series, the first line of Balmer series nothing but n1 which is equal to 2 and n2 which is equal to 3, that you should know, okay, of helium ion, okay, helium ion here it is, so is knocked out. The radiation corresponding to the first line of Balmer series of helium ion knocked out the electron of first excited state of hydrogen atom. First excited state of hydrogen atom. First excited state of hydrogen atom means n is equal to 2, means it completely removes the electron. The kinetic energy of the ejected electron from the hydrogen atom would be, the kinetic energy of the ejected electron from the hydrogen atom would be. So what is the energy? What is the energy? How to find out the kinetic energy? See, kinetic energy is the thing but the difference in the energies. Say for example, you have in n is equal to 2 one electron is there, I am going to give the energy same as which is equal to remove, then just it removes and some kinetic energy, it moves to the higher state. Now some more energy if I give means it will remove as well as some kinetic energy is utilized, some kinetic energy is utilized to move that, okay, isn't it? And that kinetic energy you have to find out. So what is the energy corresponding to the n2 state? What is the energy corresponding to the n2 state of hydrogen? Hydrogen n2 state, that is nothing but minus 13.6 eV, okay, 1 square divided by 4, isn't it? This is the energy corresponding to that, okay. Next, what is the energy of that Balmer series radiation? Okay, what is the energy of that the Balmer series radiation? How to find out that? We know that again. So E is equal to 13.6 or minus 13.6 1 by n1 square, that is nothing but 4 minus 1 by what is that, 9, okay, into z square, that is nothing but helium is 2, so it becomes 4. And if you do this, that is minus 13.6 into 4 times, it becomes, so 5 by 36, so 4 ones are, so you are going to get, that is nothing but minus 13.6 into 5 by 9 times the energy of the helium photon, or that photon whatever it is fallen on the second state of this. Now you have to take the difference between them. Both we are going to take it as positive only, okay, it does not matter, both we are going to take it as positive only. Take the differences between them, take the differences between them, that is nothing but 13.6 into 5 by 9 minus 13.6 divided by 4, okay. So 13.6 is common term, 13.6 here, 5 by 9 minus 1 by 4. So do this, so you are going to get 36, so here it is 20 minus 9, so 20 minus 9 is 11 into 13.6 which is equal to, so you can take it as like this. So finally what is the answer you are going to get? Do this, it is not meaning that you have to use calculator and all, so multiplication must be very strong, as very strong, perfectly you should know, okay, that is very important when physics is concerned, okay. So for this kind of things and all, very strong it is. So find out, you are going to get the answer as 4.2 nearly. Okay, 4.2. Again, all multiplication I am not going to do, make it easy more and more. See, listening is very easy, but when you implement it, you do it, it is not so easy. Okay, so you have to face that, you have to face that journey, you have to go through that journey of solving the problems, then only you will enjoy it. Okay, so just listen and do this, no, it is not like that. You do it, automatically all the things will come to you. Okay, that is what I can say. So this is what 4.2 EV you are going to get. So 4.155 your answer is there. So again, this is also this came for 2018 for the one of the exams. So next go to the next question. Okay, read it on the screen which is there, go through it and find out the answer for that. So we are going to talk about one more question. Out of the following, which one is not a possible energy for photon to be emitted by a hydrogen atom according to Bohr's atomic model? So some energy is not possible. Okay, it is told that some energy is not possible. So I already told you that this will be fixed, that is E1 is equal to 13.6, E2 is equal to, that is nothing but 13 points divided by 2 square, that is 4, that is how much, which is equal to 3.4, isn't it? E3 which is equal to 1.51, isn't it? E3 is equal to how much? 1.51 EV minus, okay, then E4 is how much? E4 is again, you know that it is minus 0.85 EV. Kindly, I don't know, you buy it whatever, you must remember this. It is simple, just remember, once or twice or thrice you do the work on it, you will get it. It is not needed to buy out all those things. Now, which of the following is not possible for energy for a photon? Energy for a photon emitted means always is a difference between them, right? So E1 minus E2, what is the difference? That is nearly 10.2 EV. So E2 minus E1, okay. So E3 minus E1, what is the difference? That is nearly 1 point, isn't it? So E3 minus E2, E3 minus, okay, E2 minus E1, E3 minus E2, okay, E3 minus E2. Find out E3 minus E2, then E4 minus E3, okay. So E3 minus E2 is nothing but 1.9 EV, 1.9 EV you are going to get. E4 minus E3, E4 minus E3, that is nothing but 0.65 EV you are going to get. You are doing it, or simply writing, you simply listening the class, do it on your own. See, they have asked that photon. Photon means always see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Energy difference between them, a photon comes. Energy difference between them, a photon comes. Energy between them, photon comes. No, in that way. It is the differences in the energies. So you are going to get all those things. Now, 0.65 is possible, 1.9 is possible, 11.1 is not possible, whereas 13.6 is also possible. No, 13.6 is as possible. That is because it can go to the infinite state. No, infinite state. So 11.1 EV is not possible. So the right answer, that actually is a wrong term, but in the right answer. No, okay. So here, for many of you will get confused. Now wrong answer I have to tick. No, wrong answer I have to tick. Which one is the wrong? That you have to find out. No, like that. So practice all those things. So answer is C. Go through the next question. Okay. So go through the next question. So read from the screen and find out the answer. Try to find out the answer. So it is there. The total energy of an electron in the ground state of an hydrogen atom is, that we know, that is nothing but 13.6 eV. The kinetic energy of electron in the first excited state is, the kinetic energy of the electron in the first excited state will be, so kinetic energy of the electron in the first excited state will be, so what is that for the first excited state kinetic energy? For n is equal to 2, no, n is equal to 2. So the difference in energies, so kinetic energy is nothing but, you can have, that is nothing but 13.2 for energy which is equal to minus 13.6 eV divided by n square, no. So minus 13.6 eV divided by n square is nothing but how much? That is nothing but 4, which is equal to 3.4 EV. 3.4 EV is nothing but the kinetic energy. Okay. So go to the next question. Go to the next question. Read that. 25th. Okay. So now, ionization potential of hydrogen atom is 13.6 eV. Hydrogen atom in the ground state is excited by the monochromatic radiation of photon of energy 12.1 eV. The energy of the photon is 12.1 eV. According to Bohr's theory, the spectral line emitted by the hydrogen will be, spectral line emitted by the hydrogen will be n is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Now n you have to find out when some amount of energy is going to fall, when some amount of energy is going to fall. So what is the amount of energy is going to fall? That is 12.1. On which state? Which state? That is going to become equal to 13.6 into 13.6 into, so general formula 1 minus n square. So here it will be changes, no, now it is the ground state, n1 is 1, n2 is some value, because it is going to, according to Bohr's theory, that some spectra you are going to get. Which state it will go, that we don't know. For which higher order it will go, that we don't know, that we have to find out. So 12.1 divided by 13.6, okay, and which is equal to 1 minus 1 by n square. So 1 by n square, which is equal to 1 minus 12.1 divided by 13.6. So here you can write down 121 divided by 136. So 0. How much you are going to get? 0.12 you are going to get. So 0.12. So n square is nothing but 1 by 0.12. So 1 by 12, 1 into 10 to the power 100 divided by 12 you can write down. Okay, so what you are going to get? So that n nearly you are going to get as 3. Okay, n nearly you are going to get as 3. So 3 if you get means here how many numbers? N is equal to 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 6. 3 minus 1 divided by 2, that is nothing but 6 by 2, that is 3. Okay, so that is 3 lines you are going to get. So this is one, you are going to get the answer. So n will be 3. So again the spectral lines will be 3 you are going to get. So go to the next question. We have if 13.6 eV energy is required to ionize hydrogen atom, then the energy required to remove an electron from its first excited state. What is the energy required to remove the electron from the first excited state? In the last example itself we have studied, that is nothing but 3.4 EV, isn't it? So what is the energy ionization? For the ground state it is minus 13.6 eV, no, later it is 3.4 eV, next 1.5 or 0.83, like that it goes, no. So it is a direct question, and if you work it out very much in the way, means you can directly tell, or else you want to find out, means E is equal to minus 13.6 divided by n square, that is nothing but first state means n is equal to 2, first excited state, okay. So that will be the answer. In this way you can make it. So next question we are going to talk about, that is the angular speed of the electron with the nth orbit of Bohr hydrogen atom is. What do you mean by angular speed? What is this? Don't think that L is equal to nh by 2 pi. No, this is angular momentum. We want angular speed. That is nothing but omega. L is angular momentum. We want angular speed. What is the expression for angular speed? Pi m e to the power 4, pi m e to the power 4 z square, and divided by 2 epsilon naught square, 2 epsilon naught n square h square, n cube, right? N cube h cube. Okay. So what is the question is asked? Question is asked based on n. So omega is inversely proportional to the power n cube. Okay, inversely proportional to the power n cube. So that will be the answer. Okay, so that's why I told while we were discussing about the synopsis, we have already discussed that power of n, all those things, kinetic energy, all those things. So go to the next question. There is nothing but we are at the end, that is 28th question. So in an atom, the two electrons move round the nucleus, okay. So in the circular orbits of radii r and 4r, the ratio of the time taken by them to complete one revolution is. The ratio of time taken by them to complete one revolution is. How you are going to find out to complete one revolution? How you are going to find out to complete one revolution? You have to find out the time period. You have to find out the time period. So time period T1 and T2, you have to find out. But I don't know, time, number of revolution, all those things. Okay, that's why what I can do, I know R. So I will take the help of R1 and R2. So R1 is directly proportional to square, no? R1 is directly proportional to square. So I can write down n1 square, n square is nothing but R1 means R, R2 means 4R. So n1 square divided by n2 square, which is equal to 1 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2, so that I can write down n1 which is equal to 1 and n2 which is equal to 2. No, square root if I take means. So I got that. Next time period T1 and T2 I have to find out. So the ratio of time taken by them to complete one revolution. Again the ratio of time period is directly proportional to n cube. So n1 is how much? 1. So divided by 2 to the power 3, which is equal to 8. And this is what the answer for this question is. Next we are going to talk the next question. Go through which is on the screen and find out the answer within a second, right? Because very easy it is. No, the conceptual one, electrons in the atom are held to the nucleus because of the Coulomb's force, nuclear force, van der Waals force, or the gravitational force. It is because of, no, it is not van der Waals force, it is not gravitational force. So 50-50, no. Now it must be nuclear force or Coulomb force, no. Some of you know the answer, some of you having a doubt whether it is nuclear force or whether it is Coulomb force. See, in the proton and neutrons are held in the nuclear force, whereas protons and electrons are held because of the Coulomb's force. Coulomb's force of attraction. Okay, so that is the thing. The answer is Coulomb's force of attraction. Now we have reached to the end of the sessions, end of the questions from the chapter atoms, and we are going to talk at the last question, that is nothing but according to the classical theory, the circular path of an electron in Rutherford atom is. According to classical theory, the circular path of an electron in the Rutherford atom will be. See, Rutherford gave an explanation of the physics or the structure of an atom, and he failed to explain that because at that time only one theory was there, that is classical theory. We didn't have any quantum theory in physics. Now when classical theory, based on the assumptions of Rutherford, what he did the experiment and all, based on that it was saying that if continuously rotating it is emitting the energy, means its energy decreases and it will take the circular path, that spiral circular path, no? Electron will take, and end of the day it will fall into the nucleus. Actually it is not happening, okay, but if suppose we consider Rutherford atomic model is true, this was the case. That's why since this was not happening, it was a failure. Now here it is asked that according to classical theory, the circular path of the electron in a Rutherford atom was spiral, circular, parabolic or straight line. Okay, it is spiral, it will take spiral because of the classical theory. Rutherford told that it is circular, but based on classical theory, it is explanation, you would say it no longer it's circular, it became a spiral one. Okay, in the based on classical theory. Okay, so this is what we have studied in the chapter of atoms. We have solved as many as questions. So again you will be getting a homework question, a set of homework question from the same chapter, and you have to solve it. Okay, so thank you for listening all the classes. Again watch all other videos for other classes and other topics. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.